Welcome, Holly.
Thank you for having me.
Holly's going to be one of 53 authors and 5 vendors that are going to be at the Festival of Books and Creativity on June 29th in Novi, Michigan. This is going to be an exciting one with
Mhm.
53 authors. I can't wait. You are going to have 32 books ish. Is that correct?
The what?
You're going to have about 32 books at the event?
Up to about 32.
Okay.
Not how many series I have. I'm going to be displaying the first book of each series, but I will have
Okay.
the series available at the event for people who are interested.
Awesome. Well, tell us about those series.
Well, I write primarily young adult fantasy. I love
Mhm.
anything that's under like the mythology, the fairy tale, the urban fantasy umbrella. I have
Mhm.
some of my series sitting with me today.
Okay.
The bestseller is, I would say, the Cursed Academy series right here is my current
Ooh.
bestseller. This is a series that happens when the Greek gods wake up in modern times.
Ooh.
And when the Greek gods wake in modern times, all their distant descendants get magic. But
Oh,
there's a
that
catch.
would be fun.
Yeah, there's a catch. People who are descended from mythological creatures end up becoming those mythological creatures. They become
Ooh.
modern versions of creatures from Greek mythology in modern times.
Nice.
And the gods open up two different academies.
Mhm.
And one academy trains the descendants of gods. It's a really nice school. These kids get to train for amazing careers. They're going to be set for life. But they also open another academy for the monster descendants. It's dilapidated, it's not very good. All the monster descendants usually get to train to do is serve their so called betters. And
Okay.
anybody who shows magic or strange abilities gets sorted.
Nice.
And one day,
Love the cover.
this girl in this small town, she develops a strange kind of magic where she can open voids that suck people in. She
Ooh.
gets sent to a sorting temple to be sorted. It turns out she has very unique magic, and both schools really, really want her. And Cursed Academy is 6 books. She has to figure out exactly what she is, where she belongs, what she truly wants out of life. It's young adult fantasy. Like this is book 2 right here. There's
Ooh.
some romance in these books as well because you have to have
Ooh.
romance with your academy tropes.
Of
A
course.
lot of really fun academy tropes that I play with in the Cursed
Mhm.
Academy series. She has the mean rival, she has the friend group, she has the special abilities that you expect out of academy books.
Mhm.
And these are the last 2 books right here.
Neat. I love the covers.
Thank you. I made those.
Awesome. You do your own covers.
I do most of my own covers. I used
Okay.
to be really bad at it and I tripped over my feet for about 10 years until I got them up to where they actually look decent. So that's the Cursed Academy series.
Mhm.
And do you want me to talk about the one that follows Cursed Academy?
Certainly.
Okay. I'm just going through and talking
All
about
the books.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have every single series here, but I have most of them.
Okay.
And then after the events of Cursed Academy, about 12 years later, is when Monster Academy occurs. And I wrote
Oh.
it's in the same universe as Cursed Academy, but later. I'm trying to fit everything in the screen here.
Mhm.
Got my work. And I wrote Monster Academy because I love Halloween, and wanted to write about a world where it's Halloween all the time. So,
Nice.
12 years after Cursed Academy concludes, it's set in the same world, except now there's a different type of magic in the world. I can't explain why, because I would be giving spoilers if I did. But
We don't want spoilers.
no, we don't want spoilers. I can't say too much. But in Monster Academy, there's this mysterious dark force in the world
Mhm.
that just bubbles up in random places, and everybody who contacts it becomes some sort of Halloween creature within a few months. And this is
Nice.
classic monsters like vampires, werewolves, goblins, trolls, mad scientists, creatures like that, and instead of more of the Greek mythology.
Okay.
And everybody who gets infected by this dark force has to go live on this monster reserve. It's all creepy everywhere. It's basically Halloween all the time. I would love to live there
I was
personally.
gonna say Halloween all the
Yeah,
time would be awesome.
yeah, it's my favorite holiday. And this one girl named Allie is like this goody two shoes. She grew up in a strict family. She wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween at all. Her parents are
Oh
very
no.
strict because they think, oh, Halloween's bad. You're going to get turned into a monster if you celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's mistaken for infected by the dark force. And
Oh.
an obnoxious sorcerer called Byron comes and picks her up and takes her to the monster reserve. And she protests and says, this is a mistake. I got to get back home.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out she's the unique one at this monster academy that she now has to attend
Mm-hmm.
with a bunch of Halloween creatures, and she might have some connection to the dark force that's infecting people. So she has
Oh.
to figure out who she is and what she can
Mm-hmm.
do. And as the series progresses, there's going to be 10 or 11 books in total. I have 6 with me right now. I'll show you the second one. This is semester 2. And as the
So it's
series,
the same girl that's the
same
main
girl.
character.
Yep,
Okay.
same girl. Lots of academy tropes, and as the series progresses, she has to learn who the real monsters in her world are because
Okay.
there's a group on the outside world who they hate monsters and they really want to come in and seize control from them, even though they keep to themselves and stay on a monster reserve. So there's a threat from outside. She has to fight this threat and fight her own connection to this dark force. So there's multiple conflicts going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's slow burn romance. There's lessons on friendship. There's themes of found family, which I
Oh.
find, yeah, they look like horror books, but there are found family tropes in these books. These are the first 6 that I happen to have on print. I have one that makes fun of slasher tropes, Knights of Terror
Oh.
in book 6. So I pretty much try to do my rounds and pretty much
Mm-hmm.
visit the entire Halloween universe.
Nice. I like
These
it.
two are connected.
That is so cool. So you've got the two academies, and then what are those your, because you've got almost 32 books. So what are your other series?
I have most of them sitting with me. I think I have everything but my urban fantasies.
Okay.
There's like 3 series I don't have in front of me right now. I don't have a lot of copies. But another big seller I have is my fairy tale retelling series.
Oh,
This is the first book of the Twisted Fairy Tale series. I have 7
neat.
of these books in this series altogether. I have all the paperbacks with me right now.
Mhm.
And these are based off Grimm's original fairy tales, not the Disney
Okay.
versions. They're young adult fantasy, partially set in our world and partially set in a fairy tale world. It's about
Ooh.
7 teens who find out they're actually characters in popular fairy tales. And they
Mm,
have to make their fairy tales end the way that they should. They have to get their happily ever after, or the
mhm.
magical fairy tale realm is going to fall into darkness and collapse. And
Oh.
7 of these teens have to learn that fairy tales are darker than what they
Ooh.
remembered as kids, because if you read Grimm's fairy tales, they're actually pretty dark and creepy. So I incorporated that into these. And each book is about a different fairy tale. I like to write these with twists, like Frogs and
Mhm.
Prince is obviously about the Frog Prince or the Frog.
Mhm.
But I made the Frog Prince the villain in this story that this kid
Ooh.
does not want to end up with, and she has to find a way to get her happily ever after without
Mhm.
ending up with this guy. So that there's some options to work with there. That was my favorite of the series. And then Towers and Braids, it's obvious which fairy tale this is.
Mhm. Mhm.
She has to go out and rescue her prince, not vice versa.
Oh.
So I do like to add twists to these.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm. Mhm.
Poison and Mirrors is a Snow White retelling set mostly in the modern world. I don't
Okay.
want to build a twist on this one, so I'm not going to say a lot. And then I wrote Swans in Silence because I
Mm.
don't know if you've heard of the Six Swans.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
It's a more obscure fairy tale, so I did a little retelling about that one too. And then Glass and Death ties up the series. There's a dark wizard threatening the fairy tale realm, and his son has to step up and stop him from taking over the entire realm. And he joins all the characters from the previous books, so there's nothing awkward going on there.
Okay.
No secrets to hide. And then that's the Twisted Fairy Tale series.
Very neat.
Thank you.
So with all of those book titles, someone's going to need to bring a wagon to get
We have one.
all of their copies.
Yeah, we
Right.
have.
So, what got you started in writing not only fantasy, but young adult fantasy?
I liked reading those books
Okay.
just because it got me out of normal life. I used to read a lot of horror books, but then I tried YA and I found out I like them better. They're easy reads. They don't take 5 months to get through one super thick book.
Mhm.
I just like the worlds that they made, and I could just see myself writing those books because there's just something about them that's not in adult books.
Mhm. Now, do you have a favorite book of each series? And do you have a favorite series?
I'd say my favorite series is this one right now, but I
Mhm.
could be biased because it's my newest.
Okay.
It's like, and I can't really pick a favorite out of every series. I said like the Frogs and Princess was my favorite out of the fairy tale series, but
Mhm.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say 32 books. That's a lot of writing. So you're in the middle of doing the Monster Academy.
Yeah, I'm getting close. I might be on the final book of that series, book 10. I only
Okay.
have the first six with me right now. I can get more printed.
Mhm.
So I might be about to conclude it, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing after I finish Monster Academy.
So there will be more books, just not quite sure if you'll get a new series or if you're going to add to any of your current series.
I might keep expanding the Monster Academy universe just because I put so much energy into it, and it's that and Cursed Academy are my most popular series right
Okay.
now. So I might keep expanding that universe.
Mhm. Very cool. So you have so you also mentioned in your bio that your friend helps you to wrap the books. So when you say, are you wrapping the books like in person, or is this for like if you sell them? Do you sell them through your website? How do they get the wrapped books?
Well, I sell them through TikTok Shop. I
Oh,
have
okay.
pretty much all my series are on TikTok Shop for interested people. My friend wraps them because I'm really bad at wrapping things. And I cry and I swear. So I'm like, can you help me wrap these books? And she helps wrap some, and she wraps them and helps to ship them out because she's much better at that sort of thing than I am. So I'm overwhelmed enough. So, and we do wrap them at shows too. Like if we
Oh,
go to
okay.
a show or anything like that, she goes with me. And if somebody comes up and wants to buy a book, I'll hand her the book. She'll wrap it up pretty in brown paper and yarn, and it looks really cute.
Oh,
To
nice.
include custom bookmarks and stickers too.
Oh,
Is it,
custom bookmarks.
yeah, is it okay if I go grab some real
Yep.
quick? They're right.
Yes, please
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I'll grab some. All right, I don't want to be too long. Here's an example.
Mhm, mhm.
These are my custom made Cursed Academy bookmarks.
Ooh,
I
very
have one
nice.
for every series. I just have the
Mhm.
Cursed Academy ones next to me right now, and the stickers are good too. If I put
Ooh,
everything on this table, I wouldn't have any space.
I can understand that.
Somebody orders Cursed Academy, they get this sticker that has some of the cover art on it. I have one for my pirate series.
Ooh, a pirate series too.
Yep, that's where I say free laughs.
Ah,
So that's
very
one
nice.
for these two are for my co-authored new adult series. These are
Oh,
more older audience, darker academy. I wouldn't sell them to kids, so I sell them more to like the college aged and up audience.
okay.
Here's for those two. This is for my urban fantasy series. I only have one bundle with me right now.
Okay.
This is for my other urban fantasy series.
Ooh,
We actually,
nice.
we actually used one of our cats on the cover of that particular series.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, I need a black cat. Can I take a picture of your cat? And I have fairy tale ones down here too. So I use the
Oh, neat.
cover art for the fairy
Mhm,
tale
mhm.
covers. So I will be bringing those to the event.
So you'll have
Buys
bookmarks, you'll
it.
have
Yep,
stickers, you'll have all kinds of books, and then you mentioned the pirate series. So
yep.
is
This is the free laughs part. Let me grab it real quick. It's on the table. I say free laughs because look at my last name. I almost didn't write these books because of that, because it's like, oh no, people
oh,
aren't going to let me hear the end of it. So
yes.
when
Yes,
they
I
walk up
get
to
the
the table,
connection.
yeah, they walk up to the table, I said, you get some free laughs.
Yep.
So this is my Pirate Academy trilogy.
Mhm.
I read Daughter of the Pirate King, and I thought, what if this was an Academy series? It was a little hard to pull off just because of the nature.
Yeah.
And I like to try things that other people haven't done before. This is set in more like a flat out fantasy world.
Okay.
This girl's name is Nar. She's been a slave all her life. She lives in a world where there's islands and nobles and pirates, and there's definitely gods and magic specific to
Mhm.
their world. And she's descended from the death goddess, and her magic is forbidden. So, and if she's found out, she'll be killed. She's been enslaved and hiding her magic all her life, and then finally she gets a chance to escape when her slave ship gets attacked by pirates.
Hmm.
But this really handsome captain finds out she has this deathly magic, and she's forced to go into pirate training on this island. And she doesn't want this. She just wants to go off and live her life on her own terms, but she's stuck on this island. The pirate king assigns her the same handsome captain to be her tutor. So
Mhm.
there's definitely a struggle there as to what she wants. And there's secrets that are going to come out. There's magic. This is a
Hmm.
trilogy. Like this is the second book right here.
Oh.
Secrets start to come out.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then this third book right here is the conclusion of the trilogy. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
that's my Pirate Academy trilogy. Free laughs.
Yeah, I was like, "Wait a minute. Oh, yeah."
Yeah, people go ha ha when they walk up to my table. So.
Well, they're definitely gonna have a lot to choose from. That is so awesome. So with all of your series, are you an outliner or are you, do you plot or are you a pantser?
I'm a pantser. I'm gonna
Oh,
get the cat off the table. I'm
you
sorry
are
about that.
you are a pantser.
I get a vague idea of what I want to write, and I start writing it, and
Mhm.
then I see what happens. And somehow it all ties up in the end. I'm not sure how it works. People have asked me how it works. I'm like, I don't know.
So do you go back and do outlines like after the fact just to keep all of the things straight and together?
I don't do well with outlines.
Oh, okay.
I find when I write off an outline, I just don't get as good of a story. I don't know why that
Mhm.
is for me. I know some people thrive on outlines.
Yeah, I'm not an outline person.
No, I'm not an outline person. I've tried to make it work and it just doesn't work for me.
Well, awesome. Well, I am looking forward to meeting you in person at the end of June. This is going to be really exciting. I can't wait to come by your table and see all of the books because bringing all of them on screen is a little bit challenging.
Yeah, I couldn't fit them all.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on and giving us an advanced peek at what we should expect. And I will see you at the end of June.
All right. It was good meeting you too.